J Calderon Boxing, man. Y'all rocking with E-Money, man.
What's up, y'all? It's J Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. Vasyl Lomachenko, one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, made a quick return to the ring just after 3 months of his last fight, and he went up against Colombian tough fighter Mayorga. This was a fight that a lot of people knew that was going to be a one-sided beating, a mismatch, and that's exactly what it was. Lomachenko was in total control. He was dazzling with his hand speed, and he was also right in front of this man and making him miss, making him pay. It was reminiscent of Pernell Whitaker and Roy Jones Jr. when I watched this fight, because Lomachenko has one of the best footwork that I've seen in a very long time. Lomachenko, his hand speed, his accurate punching, the way he mixes up his punches, and the way he stays on you the whole entire fight. I mean, this guy is in your face, and it's so hard to hit him. Now, he did get touched in this fight quite a few times. Mayorga had a good style. He had a style that's a little awkward, and he was able to land quite a few punches on Lomachenko, but most of the time he was missing in there. He wasn't able to land really good, powerful shots. He has good punching power, but Lomachenko was just totally dominant in this fight. It was a mismatch, and Lomachenko got the victory by stopping his man. Now, Lomachenko is still one of the best fighters in the world, even though he's fighting guys like Jason Sosa and Mayorga. Nobody really wants to see these type of fights. We want to see him against the absolute best. Now, a lot of people are saying Gervonta Davis is the next up-and-coming star in boxing in the division of 130 pounds. But let's be honest. Tank Davis is not ready for Vasyl Lomachenko. Tank Davis is an excellent fighter, a young fighter that's still developing. He's a world champion. He has great punching power. But Tank Davis himself said that Lomachenko is not a big enough star to become a pay-per-view fight. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a lot of money to take on a guy like Lomachenko, because it has to be worth the risk so that Gervonta Davis to step into the ring with a guy like Vasyl Lomachenko. Floyd Mayweather is not going to allow that fight to happen. Not right now. Not probably next year. That fight is probably 2-3 years down the road, and Lomachenko is looking to possibly move up in weight to take on bigger challenges. Now, the fight that everyone wants to see, the fight that will make Lomachenko #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, is a fight between these two fighters right here. It's Guillermo Rigondeaux at 130 pounds. That is a super fight between lower weight class men. And that's a fight that many people have been calling for quite some time. It's a fight that can be made, but is Bob Arum, Lomachenko's promoter from Top Rank, going to make this fight? He's very hesitant about making this fight, but there is no excuses in making this fight right here. Why? Because HBO is no longer in the picture. This is a fight that ESPN will definitely pick up to see these two guys fight. Also, Lomachenko is still at 130 pounds, and Guillermo Rigondeaux said that he is willing to move up to the weight to challenge Lomachenko. Now the question is money. What is it going to take for Top Rank to offer a fair deal to Rigondeaux so that Rigondeaux will be happy with his purse? I know that Rock Nation doesn't have any fights for Guillermo Rigondeaux right now. This guy is in a bad situation. His career is almost over. He's getting up there in age, and he needs a big fight. And this is the big fight that he needs to take. I believe he's willing to take the risk, and I believe that Lomachenko would like to fight him as well. But it's up to Top Rank, the promoter, to really push the issue and make this fight happen, because it is a very super supreme fight between two highly skilled, outstanding, decorated amateurs that won Olympic gold medal twice and also are world champions in the professional rankings that are undefeated. And it's a skillful matchup between these two. A lot of people feel that Guillermo Rigondeaux could beat Lomachenko. Now, I felt that way because I'm a big Rigondeaux fan, but I know for a fact right now is the perfect time for Lomachenko, because Guillermo Rigondeaux is not active enough, and he's definitely getting older in age. So I give the slight edge to Lomachenko if they ever meet. And I think the time is right now for this fight to be made by the ending of the year. The other fight that will make Lomachenko #1 pound for pound if he fights and moves up to the 135 weight division to take on Mikey Garcia. This is a fight that is definitely possible to be made because Mikey Garcia is a free agent. He has no connections with any network. He has no connections with any promoter. He does business with everyone. He is open to do business with anyone. And this is a great fight opportunity. They met recently this week. They discussed about fighting each other in the future. I think it's a fight that both men want because they are both seeking that pound for pound #1 status. Right now, Andre Ward is the #1 pound for pound in the world, but I believe Vasyl Lomachenko is the most talented fighter out of any fighter today. And he has great potential because he is still young and he still has big fights on the horizon to make him #1 pound for pound status. Terence Crawford is out there, but I think Terence Crawford is just too big at 140 pounds and ready to move up to the welterweight division after his next fight against Undungo. I think that Terence Crawford is a great fight and a great fighter, but I believe he's just too big for Lomachenko. I think Mikey Garcia falls in that line, but he fights at 135 pounds, which is his best weight, and I think that's a great fight and an excellent test for Lomachenko to prove that he's pound for pound #1, because Mikey Garcia put on a boxing clinic against a bigger fighter in Adrian Broner, and Mikey Garcia is one of the most talented fighters out there. He's a great fighter, but he doesn't have the skill sets that Lomachenko possesses, that footwork, that hand speed, that excellent eye coordination. I mean, this guy is really a superior boxer. Mikey is a boxer puncher, and he's a very big guy for Lomachenko with great punching power. And he's also a very smart fighter in that ring because he has a high ring IQ. But I see Vasyl Lomachenko as a special type of fighter, and that's a great fight for boxing fans right there. You know, beating guys like Guillermo and also Mikey Garcia, 2 undefeated fighters that are in the top 10 pound for pound rankings right now. These guys are the fights that fans want to see. These are the only 2 fights that the fans want to see Lomachenko in there with. If he could fight at 130 against Rigondeaux and then move up to 135 next year to take on Mikey Garcia, and he could beat both of them, I will definitely crown him #1 pound for pound best fighter in the world. Andre Ward has about probably 1, maybe 2 fights left in his career. He's contemplating retirement, and you know, he's about to be out the door. So the man to take over the mantle is Vasyl Lomachenko. I love Mikey Garcia. I like Rigondeaux a lot, but Vasyl Lomachenko, if he could pull this off, he's definitely pound for pound #1 in my book. So what's next for him? Is Top Rank going to make this fight? We don't want to see any more mismatches from Top Rank. Top Rank has to do the right thing and give the fans what they want to see. We don't want to see Top Rank matching him up with guys like Raymond Beltran, who fought on the undercard. He had a tough time on the undercard. I like Raymond Beltran a lot. I believe that a fight between him and Felix Vasyl should be coming on the horizon. It's a fight that I've been talking about and advocating for quite some time. About the last 2 years or so, I've been asking for this fight. But a fight between Lomachenko and Raymond Beltran is a fight that fans do not really want to see, because Lomachenko would just basically dominate this man the way Terence Crawford was able to dominate him, and it's just senseless. Having him fight against Orlando Salido, you know, Salido, I don't know what type of money he's asking for, $1 million. I mean, that's just outrageous. Salido is the only man to beat him. I could understand why they will make that fight because it's a revenge fight. But at this point in time, Salido is on the downhill. He's had only 1 fight in such a long time, and he's not really a challenge for a guy like Vasyl Lomachenko, who has improved since that first fight they had. And I believe that he will beat him quite easily this time around. So it really won't prove anything. We want to see him against the best, and these are the only 2 fighters that we want to see him against, Rigondeaux and Mikey Garcia. So that's my final recap and analysis on the fights that we hope that gets made. I would like to thank everyone for tuning into this video, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. Hit that little red subscribe button, put your email information in so you get all my notifications once I drop a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter, plus join the Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching, and please subscribe.